So we've just gone through the beginning of the chapter on financial service providers, and now I want you to look at your workbooks. So on your workbooks, it's page 59 of your workbooks. We have here, it's the first page of this chapter for the workbook. So this information here is giving us information on opening a current account. So we just talked about a current account there where we can have money from our job come directly into our current account, and we can also spend money online. We can send money to somebody, we can send money to Spotify, we can send money um, to the board Gosh, we can send money to different companies. So how do you start up a current account? Well, there's a certain amount of information that you need if you're starting up a current account. You need to have um, proof of basically of who you are, proof of identity. You would need things like a birth certificate or passport, proof of home address, things like that. But we're not going to look at that kind of stuff now. What we're going to look at is the information you'll need to initially start your application for a current account. If you were trying to, in a couple of years, you're working a bit in the summer and you want to open up a current account because you're working as a waitress in Killarney and you want that money to go into your bank account. So this is information here for Carla Davies. She lives at 21 Main Street, Gorey, County Wexford. So this is the information. We have her home number, our mobile phone number, an email address. We have the date of birth. We have information about her marital status and whether she's kids or she's married, one child, aged 4. So we know that she's married. That can make a difference for her bank account. We know that she has someone that is dependent on her, a child, aged 4. This is information about her job. So she's an interior designer. This is the company she works for and their address. She worked there for 7 years and earns a net salary of €2,450 per month. So, and this form was completed on the 21st of November 2016. So, this is a fake bank company. It's called Emerald Bank. If you were to open a bank with AB, Ulster Bank, or any of them, you would have their symbol here at the top. But obviously, this is just in a workbook. It's a made-up bank. But this is this is similar to what a bank account application form would look like in terms of the details they're looking for. So we have information here for Carla Davies, and I want you to fill out this for homework for next week. You are to fill out this in your workbook using the information we have above. So Carla Davies is her name and that's her address. So title, Mr., Miss, Mrs., Other, please state. So we're going to take Mrs. here. She's married. We'll get to that at another stage. So you take Mrs. You can also take Miss if you want. Never mind that first part. We'll get to another stage. So we know our first name is Carla. We know our second name is Davies. Very important for forms like that. We're given first name and then straight away people write in the full name. This part of the form, they only want the first name. If you were to write her full name in here and leave this blank, the form would be sent back to you as having a mistake. So her first name here, then her surname. Then you write her home address all along here. We have her home phone number, her mobile phone number, email address, and date of birth. This is the days, months, and year. So if it was today is the 20th of April 2020, it would be 20 for 20th, 04 for April, and 20 again, because we only have 2 spaces to write the year, so we're not going to write 2020. So that's the first part. The next page there we can see there's more information. Her employment status. So we're told about who she works for. Does that mean she's an employee? Does that mean she's self-employed? We won't look at homemaker or retired. She's obviously not retired. And she is not unemployed. So that would be if she was unemployed. So see, can we understand which one it was from the question? Occupations, what's her job? Her employer's name, her time in present employment, how long has she been in this employment for? Her net monthly salary, how much does she make per month? Will your income be paid into the bank account? It didn't give that information, but yes, we'll tick yes that she wants her income sent directly into her bank account. And then we need a signature for Miss Carla Davies, and we also need a date, the date that she put this form together. Not her date of birth, but the date she put this form together. So I want you to fill this out in your worksheets, in your workbooks, and I'm going to instruct you in the email as to how I want you to send this to me before next week. This is your homework for next week. Is the activity book. It's page 59 to 60, and we are setting up a bank account. That's what we're doing.